Hi everyone, Mike Williams here, and I'm back at the station wrapping up day one of the 2013 NFL Draft. Texans fans were out in full force to welcome the newest Texan to the team, and we're having a little bit of fun while doing it.
Tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us, like the ceiling can't hold us. We're back, this is the moment, tonight is the night, we'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us, like the ceiling can't hold us. So we put our hands up. So we put our hands up. Let's go. And all my people say,
With the 27th pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select DeAndre Hopkins, wide receiver, Clemson.
There we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us.
Rick Dennison addressed the media after the first pick was made and explains exactly why they chose Hopkins for their first-round pick.
Especially last year's route content was very large, and like you said, he was productive, but he got better every year. He got more and more catches. Obviously, last year was his best year. 18 touchdowns is quite a few for one season. The thing that, to us, that stuck out in our minds, that just watching him, the more you watch him, he's very competitive. He can catch the ball in a crowd. It doesn't matter to him. He can go up and get the ball. And he competes, wears the DBs out, just physical, and that's what translates, and that's what we believe that we carry week to week. That's what we ask our guys to do, to compete, and he really fits that mold for us.
But that really isn't the only thing that impressed Rick Dennison about DeAndre Hopkins. Here's a little bit more.
You know, he beat man coverage just by being physical, and his great length and great ball skills. So he plays fast. Has explosion in his routes. I think he'll do a great job for us.
Mark Vandermeer also made sure to make time and to stop by and tell us exactly what he thinks about the first pick by the Houston Texans in the 2013 draft.
The Texans clearly needed a playmaker at wide receiver, not just a playmaker, but somebody who has the potential to be very special for a long time. Andre Johnson can't play forever. You know, in the short term, they need help scoring touchdowns in the red zone. DeAndre Hopkins does that. Scored a ton at Clemson. Great hands, can go up high and get the ball, jump ball kind of guy. You know, we'll see if this affects play calling in the red zone for the Texans as well, but he fits and fills a need for them, scoring and keeping a defense off balance. And I think Andre Johnson is really going to enjoy having this guy on the football team, as well as Owen Daniels, as well as anyone who catches passes in the opposing secondary.
Now moving on to day two, let's see what Vandermeer thinks about what the Texans are going to do in the second and third round of this year's draft.
They have to start filling some of those other needs. Now, Rick Smith is always big on best player available, but when you look at outside linebacker, inside linebacker, tight end at some point, maybe safety in the second round, maybe Philip Thomas from Fresno State is there. Players like that, I think you're going to start to see them try to fill some of those needs. There's always the chance, though. Now, he got a playmaker at wide receiver, but there's always a chance of a move in the second round with Rick Smith, or maybe move back into the third round and pick up an extra pick somewhere. You never know how he's going to handle it because he often surprises you. Not too much of a surprise tonight, taking wide receiver first round. Just kind of a chalk situation, but a real electrifying player.
There you have it. That's just about going to do it for day one of the 2013 NFL Draft. Tune in all day long to the station for the latest analysis and for total coverage. Make sure you keep the web browser locked into sportsradio610.com. I'm Mike Williams for Sports Radio 610. I'll see you tomorrow.